Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of 3 Questions in 3 Minutes. This is our tax edition and joining us today is Josh Underhill. Josh, thanks for joining us.
No problem, anytime.
Josh has been an accountant for I think 2 or 3 years now, working with a boutique accounting firm in the CBD. Josh, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, well, as you said, my name's Josh. I'm working for a boutique accounting firm in the CBD. I'm about 3/5 way through my chartered accountancy, and yeah, I'm here to give you some advice on year end and all things tax.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for joining us, Josh. And the first question we've got for you today is what changes are coming that might impact business owners and employees when it comes to tax time?
Yeah, lovely. Well, this is actually really well timed because we've got a big change coming through that a lot of people might not be too aware of. The ATO is rolling out a process called single touch payroll, which is going to impact a lot of people. It's going to impact everyone by 1 July 2019, and it's going to impact everyone with 20 employees or more come 1 July 2018, which is coming around the corner. Now, what that means is that if you have those 20 employees as at 1 April, hopefully the dates don't get too confusing, the ATO likes to make things difficult sometimes, then you will have to be reporting through your software provider, to the ATO all your payments that you make to employees. So previously, this was happening through your business activity statements every quarter or month, depending on how much what your threshold was, and that meant that there was a lag in the reporting to the ATO. But now they want to get on top of this, and so every time a payment is made, they want to know about it. So that's being rolled out through all the software providers at the moment. So my advice around this is to first of all make sure that you know whether you're involved with it this coming year or the next year. And number 2 is to contact your software providers and make sure that you are on top of whether this is being rolled out for you, and make sure you know how to use it, because penalties will be coming through not too long after.
So no more 3-month buffer with the BAS statements.
Yep.
Wow, okay, write that down, guys. And second question I have is what advice do you have for business owners and employees as well, now coming into this tax time? What advice do you have for them?
Yep, definitely. So for business owners, my big 3 points would be it's quite a busy time for accountants come 30 June. Obviously, there's a lot of people who want to get their accounts done quickly and in time. So my number 1 advice is to make sure that you've got, as much as you can, all your reconciliations done, all your reporting is as clean as you can get it, with the knowledge that you have, so that when we look at it, we're not not wasting our time so much, but spending a lot of our time cleaning it up before we actually get into the bulk of the compliance work. So that's number 1, is try and clean up your accounts as much as you can before you bring it to us. Number 2 is making sure that you're having a look at some of the things that are happening. We've got the budget coming out next week. So if you can have a look at kind of the summaries that come out of that the following day, and just kind of get that in your head, so that when you do come and contact your accountants, you know some of the things that might be affecting you. We'll obviously know what's happening, but it will also help if we're both on the same page, and we can just go from there. And my last point is communication. This is a big one that we struggle with in the industry, is when we've gotten the work in and we're kind of working through it, we send out queries, and it's usually a 1-step process. Queries, they come back, we finish off the job. A lot of the time we have difficulty in getting those responses in time, and when there's a delay in responses, we get busy with other jobs, other work, and then priority for your job gets lower and lower. So if you can get back to us as quickly as you can, we'll be on top of all that, and we'll be able to finish it within good time frames.
Absolutely. So efficiency is key.
Definitely.
Great. And last question is for employees. What's the best advice you have for them whether they're doing their own lodgement or going to an accountant? Yeah,
absolutely. So with employees, a lot of the time, a lot of people are pretty savvy with doing it themselves, and that's great. There are some issues around the ATO is definitely targeting some work-related deductions and things like that coming up this year. So I think if you're going down that route, it would be worth doing a little bit of research and kind of keeping on the conservative side of things. And then when you start getting into having a lot of investments and things like that, I think it's worth going to an accountant at least just to get some initial advice, if not to kind of help you through the process and get your accounts lodged. And another big one there is making sure that you have all your information when you're coming to an accountant as an employee summarized in spreadsheets. We don't want to see receipts. Not too much of that happening these days, but there still are some people out there that are sending through receipts. If you just summarize it in a Excel spreadsheet.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, that'd be
Fantastic.
great.
Well, that's all we have time for today. Josh, thank you so much for joining us.
No problems, anytime.
And I hope that you all found some benefit in that now coming into our tax season. Hopefully the next financial year brings you great success. Have a great day. See you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.